Hey, this is Andrea Lucas with the Loudoun County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with Pat Scannell, the Executive Director and Founder of Makersmiths here in Leesburg, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what they do here in their space and a little bit about the Makers movement.
Great, thanks. Well, welcome to Makersmiths. For those of you who haven't been to a makerspace before, we are Makersmiths, a nonprofit organization that's been here in Loudoun County since 2014. Our primary program is operating a makerspace. And it's a little new for a lot of people, so it takes a little description. A makerspace is a lot like a high school shop, except that it has a mix of tools, both the old school tools that a lot of people are familiar with, like woodworking, metalworking, crafts, but also some of the newer technologies and tool platforms like laser cutters and CNC machines and 3D printers. There's about 300 or 400 of these makerspaces around the country. Most of them are in bigger cities, post-industrial cities where they have a lot of extra space. We're one of the few in a small town, and especially one without a lot of industrial space. What the Makers movement focuses on is these new tools have unlocked opportunities to try things that they never have. And yet, what we see in America is a lot of people have gotten away from using tools and making things. They go to the store and buy them. So the Maker movement is, over the last 5-10 years, there's been a social trend back towards this, in part because of the new tools and in part because of these maker spaces. But that's just how I feel about it. Let me introduce you to some of our members, because the one thing the Maker movement is multifaceted. You have artists, you have stay-at-home moms and dads, you have retired people, and you have business executives. So I really think to really understand this, it's definitely not just about me, and meeting some of these other members would be a good way to understand it.
What do we like about Makersmiths?
All of it.
All of it.
It's a fun place to go and see friends and do stuff with them, so yeah.
It's a really neat environment for all our kids to come and explore and learn and experiment and have very knowledgeable people who can guide them through the process.
Well, there are two reasons that I'm drawn to the Makersmiths. One is my 10-year-old daughter. She has a wonderful aptitude in math and science, and for me, what I'm looking for are avenues to foster that interest and continue that interest on her part. And when I came to Makersmiths, I said, this is it. This is a way for her to see the practical application of her math and science interests.
This is Vanessa Joswiak with Loudoun County Economic Development, and she's going to tell us a little bit about why Makersmiths matters in the Loudoun community.
As the Small Business Entrepreneurship Manager at Loudoun, I really see makerspaces as an opportunity for future entrepreneurs or existing small businesses to have access to tools, resources that they normally wouldn't. And it's not just the physical tools, but it's the shared knowledge, so that if they have a problem they're trying to solve or a new idea they're trying to create, they can really bring it to fruition here in a makerspace. And then hopefully there's an opportunity there for that to turn into a business or improve upon the existing businesses here in our community.
Well, thank you so much, Pat, for showing us around your space and for telling us a little bit more about the Makers movement. Can you tell us how people can get involved in this movement and where we can find you, your website and all that?
Sure. So the first thing I tell people is to stop by. We are at 71 Lawson Road here in Leesburg today, in our current facility, and just stop by Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 6 to 9. We keep open houses, and we're open for most of the weekends too. You can track us on makersmiths.org, that's our website, and on various social media, both Twitter and Facebook. And then we keep our classes on Meetup. So if you go to meetup.com/makersmiths, you see a list of all of our classes, and we have between 5 and 15 classes a week that people can sign up for and come and learn things. And then, I tell people to just engage, come in and make things. But we also have a Kickstarter open, and I'd like to ask the community to come out and support us. This facility here is pretty small. We've had a lot of tools donated to us, great tools. They're sitting in a warehouse, so we just can't use them here. So we've identified a building downtown Leesburg that's much larger, that'll allow us to bring the tools right to the heart of the community. That Kickstarter campaign for $45,000 is up for the next few weeks. It's a pretty big challenge, but we think that we provide a lot of benefit to the community, so we're hoping the community supports us on this. And again, I think it's not my makerspace or our makerspace, it's a makerspace for the community, and I hope people get that sense of ownership and engagement.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us here, and make sure to check out Makersmiths on their website, makersmiths.org, and check out their Kickstarter and see ways that you can get involved in this great space in our community. Thanks, Pat.
Great, thanks.